Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous ones. This is Dr. V. If you are new to this channel or if you're already a beloved member of the Live Tarot community, I want to give you a big, warm hug. Yes, even though we are in a pandemic, I want to give you a big hug, lots of love wherever you are right now in the world. I pray that you are safe, happy, thriving, taking this time to slow down in your life, to raise your vibration, to do self-care, to spend more time with your family and loved ones. There's so many good things that we can do at this time instead of giving in to any kind of fear or anxiety. And that's why today I felt very called to do a different kind of reading. I know that we are going through a stressful time right now. I know that many of us are very concerned about our career, our business, if we're entrepreneurs, our level of abundance, right? We're all afraid that with what's going on, we may have our abundance threatened in some way, or that, our income may go down. There's a lot of uncertainty. So what I wanted to do was a special reading for you that is for your career, your money, your business. If you're an entrepreneur, what can we expect? What is guidance from spirit so that we can do our best to make sure that we get through this time both emotionally and financially in a very strong position, that we are ready for any kind of challenges that come and we come out of them even stronger and better than we were before. What I'm going to be doing is asking you to pick one of these piles. Now, if crystals help you to do that, then absolutely use the crystals. You may want to take a deep breath, see which one you feel most drawn to. Either the pink crystal, the green crystal, or the purple crystal. And you know what? If you feel attracted to more than one, or to all of them, and you would like to see which messages in which pile resonate, that's fine too. Just go with the flow, go with what feels good. There's no right or wrong answer here. I will put the timestamps in the description box below. Okay, so make sure you look at those for those timestamps. What I'm also doing is using my special deck that I've created called the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur Deck. I know I don't use it because I usually do love readings, but I've had a lot of incredible women entrepreneurs buy this deck and give me really amazing feedback as to how much it helps them in their business. And I just feel so happy that it is helping, because that's why I'm here. This is my passion. This is my purpose. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs, and I know many of you do watch my readings, there are special messages in here for you as well. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the pink. Okay, so for those of you who picked the pink crystal, here are your messages. All right, so let's take a look here. So, well, obviously we have some heavier energies coming through here. That makes perfect sense right now, right, with what's going on in the world. So definitely you have been, struggling with a darker, more stressed out energy, because here we have the 9 of Swords with the Moon card. So yes, especially I feel that in terms of what has been going on in the world lately, you have definitely been feeling the stress of that. And I'm feeling that you haven't wanted to. You've been trying your best not to feel it. You've been trying your best. I feel that you've been, really you have been practicing self-care. Like, you've been trying to meditate, you've been trying to stay very positive, you've been interacting with friends, with family via video calls and things like that. You've been staying in touch, because I see that this Six of Swords, it's like you definitely don't want to stay in the energy of this stress that you're feeling, this Nine of Swords energy, against your best intentions and against your best efforts. You have been definitely tossing and turning at night, feeling the stress, feeling the concern about what may be going on either in your job, in your career, or in your business. You're not quite sure what's going to happen. And while you have a lot of positive energy, I think subconsciously you are afraid. And so it's put you a bit into this Moon's energy where you're feeling lack of clarity, right? Where you really are starting to feel some sort of dark energy, not seeing clearly, not knowing where things are going, being very concerned because now you're feeling confused as to how to actually move forward. But see, what I'm seeing here, though, is that the reason for that is that there's a lot of Swords energy here, as in you are focusing too much on the things that your mind is telling you, as in what your brain is thinking. I feel that there's a lot of overactivity in your brain right now. So you may be even very frustrated with yourself and your own brain. You may be saying, come on, you got to shut this down. You're driving me crazy, because I feel like there's a lot of thoughts that are kind of buzzing around in your mind. And you don't want them to be there, but you're feeling like sometimes it's really out of your control. It's, it's like this mental hyperness, there's a hyperness that you're feeling, but I like the fact that you're trying to get out of it. You're trying to put it behind you as best as you can. And so what I'm feeling here from Spirit is that there are a couple of things that you definitely need to do. So this Temptation card, see, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. So I'm feeling that you guys are a little bit tempted sometimes to let your mind run away with you, as in, you're feeling some sort of a comfort in having these racing thoughts. It might be a pattern of behavior that you're used to, but it's one that doesn't serve you, because you also realize that it kind of takes you into this tailspin of negative energy, this Nine of Swords. And I'm also feeling that you are also the kind of person who doesn't do well when you're not sleeping well at night. Like, this Nine of Swords that's keeping you up at night is also fatiguing you. It's really causing like body aches, maybe some headaches, it's really affecting your body, and you know that it does, and still it's kind of like, it's like this hurts so good kind of thing. It's like, because you've become comfortable with it, it's become a safety zone for you. And so I think what Spirit is saying here is that you need to move out of that, because in the long term, it's only going to dissipate your energy. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you thrive. So if you're the kind of person who does kind of throw themselves into a frenzy of over analysis, like analysis paralysis, too much thinking to the point of oversaturation, overwhelm, then you need to resist the temptation for sure. And so I feel that the way to do that for you, you also got this joy and delight card along with this deep freeze. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that what may really benefit you at this time is to try to shut down your brain energy, your mind, and to open up your heart space more, right? Try to find the things that really open up your heart to joy and delight, especially right now where we are really in this, many of us, most of us in the world are under some sort of a quarantine, right? We may be stuck in the house. And I do believe that your energy also is one that doesn't do well with that. So when you are stuck in the house, when you are stuck in a particular place where you're feeling confined, that's when you also go more into this Nine of Swords and your brain kind of takes over. And so that is also not good energy for you. So what you need to do is get out of your head and get into some sort of delight, as in, what is it that brings you joy? What is it that opens up your heart? Now, is it something as like, really happy, peppy music? Do you like to dance? Can you get your body moving? Can you do things that are going to kind of take your mind off of your, mental processes and, bring you more into the body, right? Maybe yoga, stretching, dancing, running, maybe walking outside in the fresh air. Anything that you feel can open up your heart to joy is a very good thing for you, because there is definitely a deep freeze going on. It's like, this is about this slowdown, right? There's a hibernation mode that you are being forced into going into right now, right? And some of you are not responding well to that because you're used to like taking action all the time. You may be used to being extremely active, go, 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 think, do. And so I feel like this forced hibernation, this forced rest that is coming at you right now is a deep freeze. But what it is doing, it's actually going to help you if you let it. If you let yourself just calm your energy down and let yourself be at peace, let yourself just be, then I think you are going to start feeling really, really good. You're going to come out of this Nine of Swords and start to feel really good in your body, your mind, your spirit, and your eventually your mind will shut down, as in you will start feeling really good emotionally as well. So this is really important. This is wonderful. So really, you need to resist the temptation. All right, resist the temptation, embrace the quiet, embrace the calm, because definitely the storm is going to come back. This is all going to end and you will definitely get back into action. So see, because this is for those of you who have a business or are entrepreneurs, or even for those of you who are, who want some guidance for your career. See, move forward, overcome your fear to take real action to move your business or your career forward. This applies to either one. Don't wait or justify. Step out of comfort and take your next action step. So I do feel that what Spirit is saying here is that when you take this time to hibernate, to calm down your energy, to overcome any kind of fear or anxiety that you're feeling because of what may be going on in the world, then when the time comes, when the world opens up again, right? When things start shifting and moving again, you will be very ready to take some big action forward. The action that you take when the time comes is going to be very productive for you. It's going to actually lead you some big results. So don't dissipate your energy spinning your wheels right now. And for those of you who do have a brand in the world right now, those of you who are entrepreneurs, look at this, entertain. Your brand should educate and entertain your clients, make them smile, laugh, and feel great when they interact with you and your brand. So if you are an entrepreneur who is experiencing some sort of a slowdown in business right now, that is very natural because of what's going on in the world. But I think that what Spirit is saying here is that you can definitely use your brand to reach out and connect with your audience, your clients. You can definitely bring a smile and a laugh back to their face right now, because let's face it, we all need that. For those of you who are not entrepreneurs, but in your career, I think this is the same advice can be applied, as in, if you have coworkers, if you work in a team and everybody's feeling down, there's low morale, morale, low motivation. People may be working from home or not, right? Some people are still in offices and are feeling really low. Then, you can be that high energy, that good, positive energy that keeps the flow going. You can bring a smile and laugh and inspiration to your colleagues, your coworkers, and your clients and customers. I think that's beautiful. And so now this last message here, which comes from the Abraham Hicks Law of Attraction and Money deck. This is about money success. And so I'm going to read this card to you. Shortages of time or money are perceptual. Look at this. If you are feeling a shortage of time or money, your best effort would be to focus upon better feeling thoughts and do more things that make you feel good. Your time is a perceptual thing, and even though the clock is ticking the same for everyone, your alignment affects your perception as well as the results that you allow. So as you observe the enormous differences in the effort that people apply and the results they achieve, you have to conclude that there is more to the equation of achieving than action alone. So I really do believe for the, benefits of what you can expect with your abundance and money success as you move forward, your alignment is going to be crucial, right? You have to think that a shortage of money is something that is a fear that you have and is an anxiety. It is not necessarily a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So you got to keep yourself in a good feeling aligned place. You can't let that resistance, that negative energy through when it comes to your abundance and to your mindset when it comes to money. Okay? So that is for all of you who chose the pink. So now we are going to move on to all of you who chose the green. Okay, for all of my beautiful people who chose the green crystal, these are your messages. Okay, we're going to start with these. So this is interesting. So what I'm feeling here is that when it comes to your money, abundance, your career, your business, you have really been in a phase or a state of mind where you know that you need to do things differently. You feel that the actions that you have been taking have not necessarily given you the results that you want so far. But the thing is, though, that you are building your way up. I feel that you haven't really been feeling down about this. I'm not feeling that this is a negative energy for you. I'm feeling that what you've been doing is experimenting. And you've been open to this experimentation. You kind of have been feeling like, you know what? I am not going to hold on tightly right now to thinking that things have to be a certain way, like, oh, I need to have A, B, and C no matter what, or else I'm not going to feel good. You've actually decided that you are going to really surrender the results. Like, you are going to do what you feel guided to do. And you're going to base your actions on what feels like it is right for you and what makes you feel like you are stepping into your own power. And so that's why I feel that there isn't a negative energy here. I'm feeling that, yes, you haven't quite reached the level of either career success or money success or business success that is in your greater vision, but you're okay with that because you know that you're still building up towards that. So what you're doing is that you're stepping into your own power. You are strong beyond measure, and you know that you're taking really powerful steps forward. And that's why I love the fact that you decided that you were going to seize this Ace of Wands, as in you feel that you are very, very passionate and purposeful. You feel that whatever you are doing in your career, in your income, your money life, and in your business life, that you have found your purpose. So that's why you're not afraid. And I love this because this is really beautiful energy. It's like, I feel like before this time came into your life, there was a kind of a darker time that you had gone through where you were feeling like you were more in this energy of darkness, as in you didn't have the clarity. You were experimenting with different things. I feel that you tried out different careers. You may have even tried out different jobs or even different types of businesses, and you felt that none of them were quite you. You didn't feel that any of them truly reflected who you really are. And that was okay with you because you were like, you know what, if I don't try out different things, then I'm not going to know, right? I'm not going to know what I'm best suited for. So I love the fact that you were, again, very open to experimentation. And you knew that even though, like, see, the thing about the star that I think is so beautiful, major arcana, major spiritual lesson, what I find so beautiful about the star's energy is that you cannot see the star except when the sky is dark. As in, when do you see the brightest stars? When the sky is dark, as in when it's nighttime. So if you are going through a phase where things are a bit darker, as in you're not finding clarity, you are not seeing your path. What I love about this is that you knew that eventually you will find that star, and that star will guide you to where you're supposed to go. You knew it, and you knew that you trying different things is what's going to lead you to that star, and it did. And so now I love this combination for you because you did find it. You did finally find what your purpose was, and you did find what made you feel really good. And what I love about this is that you also, in this career or this business path that you have now chosen based on your experiments, right? Based on you being open to trying new things and based on you stepping into this power that you know is within you, you feel very confident that you have found what is going to bring you and your family that fulfillment that you are seeking. And this fulfillment is very much about your own sense of abundance, but it's also about the emotional fulfillment that comes from feeling abundant, from feeling like you know that you have the power to take care of your family, that you know that what you are doing in your career, in your business, and in your money decisions are going to support your family, are going to help you to realize this 10 of Cups energy, as in you're going to feel so good about yourself, even though you may not be there yet. You may just be building up towards it, but I feel like you're very confident that in this new venture, in this new job or this new business that you have finally committed to and said, no, this is it. My journey has led me here. You feel very confident that once you have all the pieces in place, you're going to find this. And so what I love about this is, look at this. See? You got the hope card. See, hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So I love this. You have really understood that even if you may have taken a few steps forward and then slid right back, right? Even though you're kind of struggling to find your footing where you can make the most impact and make the most income, you have a lot of confidence. You have a lot of hope, confidence in yourself, as well as in spirit. Like you are feeling to the core of your being that you're on the right path. And that is why this has been very powerful for you. Look at this, cleaning house. So I feel that now that you know what is right for you, now that you've identified it, you have definitely been cleaning house, as in what you're doing is you're paring down, as in you are really decluttering. I feel like while we're going through this difficult time in the world, one of the things that you are really focusing on is cleaning your house. And I feel like that is in every way. It's like literal, it's physical, It's metaphorical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. Like, this is so amazing because you are taking this time to truly cleanse. You know that while the world is going through a forced quiet time right now, right? You may not even want to be in that position. None of us do, right? But you are taking it and using it to your advantage. And so you are decluttering everything. So what you're doing is you're getting rid of any kind of clutter, trash as in like things in your house that are no longer working for you, that you don't need anymore, right? You may be donating items. You may be seeing things in your house that you know could be useful to somebody else, but are not useful to you anymore because you have now identified who you are and where you're going, and you're already on your path. So you have really narrowed your focus down. And because of that, this cleaning house of your energy and of all the things that you've put behind you are really helping you to feel even more powerful. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. And so you are definitely, wow, you are like onto something amazing here. For my beautiful ones who chose the green, you are onto something amazing. And so here are your messages from the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur deck. Now remember, these are for both any of you who are entrepreneurs as well as career. It can be applied to either one. So look at this. Automate. Okay, develop ways to add passive income streams to your business or career or to your life, right? So you don't have to work so hard. Earn income while you sleep. So this is a lovely message, I think, from Spirit, who is telling you that, look, you know, you have a lot of your ducks in a row right now, right? You are extremely clear. You've kind of gone through your time of confusion and you've come out of it. So now, while you are cleaning house and while you have been getting rid of, you know, things that no longer work for you, you may also want to take this time to see if there are any ways that you can add passive income to your family, right? Is there any way that maybe there are some skills that you have or some kind of very dynamic and interesting ideas that you have to add, even if it's a small amount. You know, it doesn't have to be thousands of dollars or, you know, anything like that, but every small bit counts. And if you know that you have some sort of way to do this, but you've been putting it on the back burner, like it's been in the back of your head, but you haven't actually done it, this would be the time to see if you can get those income streams into place. Even if they are just small at the moment, they will definitely grow for you in the future, and they will definitely help with this abundance for your family. Now you're also you have the strength to overcome all challenges on your path to emotional and financial freedom. Keep going, be unstoppable. So I love this. And I feel like it's very much in alignment with your stepping into your power energy, right? This absolutely makes sense. You are in a very strong position right now, both in your career and your money, in your business. You really have it all. It's just a matter of you getting out there and making it happen, as in, you know, building towards it day by day, not letting any obstacles come in your path. You are really doing amazing. So here is your message for your money. It comes not by magic, but by universal law. Start telling a better feeling story about the things that are important to you. Do not write your story like a factual documentary, weighing all the pros and cons of your experience, but instead tell the uplifting, fanciful, magical story of the wonder of your own life and watch what happens. It will feel like magic as your life begins to transform right before your eyes. But it is not by magic, it is by the power of the law of the universe and your deliberate alignment with those laws. So this is all about, if you have any kind of struggles with money, it's about writing a different story. It's about telling a different story about where you are in your relationship to money. You need to drop any of the negative language that you may have used in the past or are still using when it comes to money, and to rewrite that story in the form of positivity, words that are going to bring abundance to you instead of repel it away from you. Okay? Wonderful. I love this reading for all of my green stone cutie pies. All right, let's move on to the purple stone. So all of my beautiful people who chose the purple stone, this is your reading. Wow. Interesting. Okay, we're going to start with these. So look at this. This is so interesting. You have 2 3s. Wow. Okay. So the 3s in tarot are about turning points. So yes, sometimes those energies can be heavy, but what they do is because you have been dealing with certain blocks or obstacles, you are now turning a corner. And what you can choose to do is to use that to grow. So there are 3s are also cards of growth, of the opportunity to grow out of negativity and resistance and blocks. So I feel like what's been going on with you is that you have been struggling a bit when it comes to your career, your business, your abundance. I'm feeling that maybe you may have even lost a job. You may have been laid off maybe not just now, but maybe in the recent past. But there's definitely something that has truly disappointed you. You may be feeling some sort of financial insecurity. You may be feeling a bit lost, like you don't know exactly where your place is, like you haven't found where you truly want to be when it comes to your career. So there's been a lot of heartbreak and disappointment that you've been going through, because the thing is that it's weighed heavy on your mind because you have been very focused on this 10 of Pentacles, which means that you have been struggling and kind of striving and working hard for true abundance. You've been wanting and you've been taking a lot of action. You've been very grounded. You've been very focused. And I have to give you a lot of credit here because you have done everything in your power for abundance, because look, you even got this abundance card. So this has been something that has been your ultimate goal for a while now, and you have really been on the journey. You've been on a path to this 10 of Pentacles. You've been wanting to feel like you have finally arrived, like you have the career that you want, the home that you want, or, the place to live that really nurtures you, a home or a sacred space that makes you feel so good when you come home at night from your business or from your job. And so you've been wanting to really feel like you are not only taking the best care of yourself, but also for your family if you have one, like if you have a partner, if you have children. This 10 of Pentacles has been your main focus, and you have been so focused on your own abundance. See, abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. Okay, so I'm feeling that there may have been some sort of fear because of this 3 of Swords. There's some sort of a fear that you've had that you won't be abundant. I feel that you've been very worried about money. You've been very worried about investing for your future, like saving, right? You feel that you haven't been able to save enough for your retirement. You feel that you haven't been able to save enough for your family. And so there's an emotional component here that is coming through with this 3 of Cups energy. It's like you want very much emotionally to be able to celebrate abundance and this 10 of Pentacles with your family. You want to be able to have that confidence that you can take care of them, and that there is more than enough to go around when it comes to money. And so you have been struggling with these blocks, absolutely been struggling with these blocks, but you are ready. I think you've been in such a kind of negative and disappointing energy that you're ready to actually come out of it. Like you're done with it. You don't want this kind of energy anymore. You really know that you've been on a bit of a wandering path, right? I feel that you may have lost some career paths in the past, like you have been kind of like starting off and on, and you may have even been in jobs that you were very unhappy in, that you didn't like, that you felt forced to leave, that you had to kind of empower yourself and say, no, you know, it's not worth it because it is truly killing my spirit to be here. So yes, you've had a wandering path, but I think what Spirit is saying is that you got to get back into the mode of enjoying the journey, because that journey is definitely bringing you to where you truly need to be. And that is definitely coming for you if it hasn't already. I feel like this is a journey that is coming to an end in the sense that the obstacles, the negativity, right? The struggles are definitely coming to an end. Like you are winding down. It's like you are leaving that phase behind and you are very close to turning that corner. But what I believe Spirit is saying here is that it's going to be very important for you to be aware. Look at this Wizard of Awareness. This is the card of being very vigilant of where your mind is going, like any kind of negative self-talk, any kind of blocks, any kind of negative lingering energy because of your past experiences. I know it's really hard not to be, defined by past experiences, not to have maybe some negative memories of, bosses or jobs or, clients or customers. Like if you're an entrepreneur who really drained your energy, who made you feel bad about yourself, who were bullies. I'm also getting the feeling of bullies, like you have dealt with bullies in the past, whether it's clients who tried to take advantage of you, customers who tried to rob you, who tried to get things for free. And that really stressed you out. I'm also feeling that energy that, it really did put you in these, more disappointed energies where you felt like, at times you felt like you were losing more money than you were making, that your expenses may have been more than the money that was coming in. And that really sent you down a dark path. But again, I'm feeling like if you are aware, if you start realizing and believing that abundance is definitely yours, that it is coming to you, that this 10 of Pentacles that you've wanted for so long is just there. It's just within your reach, but you're going to have to be extremely aware. I feel like some of you may have been sleepwalking a little bit through your professional life, as in you kind of got stuck into some sort of a rut. Where you kind of let people take advantage of you, even though you didn't want to, but it's kind of like it just kind of happened and then you felt really bad about it and then you got out, but it left a bad taste in your mouth. And that's what I'm feeling. So I feel like that's why Spirit is saying is that now is the time to be very aware and vigilant, to really watch your thoughts, and to be very conscious about each decision that you make moving forward when it comes to money, when it comes to career, jobs, and business. So it's almost like you need to kind of take your mind, your head out of the dark or out of imagination and be very conscious in each decision that you make. So take it by a case-by-case basis. So each customer or client, be very aware of how you're interacting with them and how you're building your customer or client base. Each coworker or boss, like if you're looking for a new job or if you've just recently gotten a new job and you're worried that it might, go away, be very aware of who is around you in the workplace. Be very aware of their personalities, of, who can be an ally versus who you have to be more aware of whether their intentions are good or bad. So what Spirit wants is you to be extremely focused on the present moment, okay? No more bad energy from the past, no more projecting into the future. Live in the now and take each decision as it comes and enjoy the journey as you go. So these are messages from the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur deck for you. So schedule and create. Avoid overwhelm. Save time and energy by automating your social media and marketing. Schedule it on a content calendar. So this is for those of you who are business owners, but even for those of you who are in a career and are really very, in a hectic situation right now. And I know many of you who are in careers right now at your workplace. Because of what's going on in the world, things have gotten really busy and crazy. And so I feel like this is for both of you. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, avoid overwhelm by trying to automate any of your business systems that you can. Whatever you can do to automate, to take the pressure off, try to do so. Try to give yourself some sort of block of time where you put those systems into place. For those of you who are in careers, try to avoid overwhelm at this time by scheduling things into your calendar ahead of time, right? Try to really think about what kind of issues or conflicts may be coming down the line. Try to to cut them off at the pass, nip them in the bud. Be expecting some sort of conflict or turmoil and have systems in place to actually solve it before it happens. And because that is going to help you a lot with your stress levels. Now, get creative in your business. How can you break the rules in your niche? How can you create momentum? How can you zag when all others zig? So definitely for all of you entrepreneurs out there, this is a trying time, right? Where some businesses are doing very poorly, but there are going to be many businesses that are going to thrive at this time as well. Why? Because they have figured out how to adapt to change. And so definitely look at your niche, like what is going on in your particular business world, in your market, and see how you can adapt, see how you can do things differently than other brands and businesses, other competition in your market. What are they doing and that you can do differently? How can you stand out at this time? How can you provide a better solution, one that stands out, one that really addresses your market in a different and more creative way, right? That breaks the rules, that adapts to change. And it's the same for those of you who are in careers. How can you get more creative in your career? What can you do for the problems that may be coming up? What are some positive and creative solutions that you and your team can implement to solve that? So when it comes to your money, see, achieving success is my natural birthright. You are meant to succeed, and failure should feel bad to you. Life is supposed to go well for you, and when it does not, there is something wrong. But what is wrong is not something that is outside of you, over which you have no control. What is wrong is within you, and you do have control. And taking control is not difficult to do once you understand the basis of who you are. The basics of the law of attraction and the value of your personal emotional guidance system. So definitely, you are meant to succeed. You have to take control of your thoughts and your emotions when it comes to money, abundance, your career, and your business success, right? You have to let your emotional guidance system guide you. Trust your intuition. Don't let outside forces and situations control you, as like right now, it seems like they are very much controlling you, right? But within that framework, even if you are at home, in a lockdown right now, there are still things that you can do, that you can work on for your own abundance, for your own money. Get creative. This is the time to take control. Wow. So, I know, again, everybody, I know things are very difficult right now, but I'm hoping that this reading has really helped you, has empowered you, has given you some really good energy, has brought your focus into what you can do to create more abundance and more, good things when it comes to your career and money and your business life. And, you know, many of you have asked if I do career and abundance readings. And yes, I do. It's just that I don't publicize them as much because I've been so used to doing love readings. So definitely, if you would like to have a love or career and abundance or money reading with me, or a business reading with me, then the link to that is in the box below. Definitely we can do that. And if you would like to order the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur deck, because it will give you a lot of really good, powerful strategies and guidance at this time, especially if you're an entrepreneur, then the link to that is in the box below. So also, before we go, I want to ask you, please give me some feedback on whether you like this kind of reading, whether you'd like to see more of these career, money, abundance, business readings, because I love doing them and I'd love to do more of them for you. So definitely let me know in the comments below what you think, which one of these resonated for you, which one did you pick, and what you thought of the reading. All right, so you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I will see you all on the next video.